You are watching Gasoline Based.
Hello everyone, this is Gasoline Based, and I would like to share an experience I had together with Viking, my pocket in fan club, the other day on a Hoodoo game, and giving some tips on what to do in such a situation that we were in. Because what happened was, we were just minding our own business in a Valve payload server. It happened to be Hoodoo. Not one of my favorite maps in particular, but we just went with it because changing servers takes a long time. So Hoodoo it was, and as you maybe have seen already in the clips, there was a heavy, I think it was called ROFL box, Ruffle box, and he was playing very powerful. Like, he had very lazy finger tracking, maybe superior tracking to lazy finger. So at first we were just a little bit skeptical because he did a lot of damage far when he was in far range. But we found out that he was actually using a spray controller and an aimbot. He was very twitchy when he was not any targets in sight, and as soon as there was a target approaching, he would lock onto the target, and his bullets would not do as normal a minigun would do, because then that wouldn't be very powerful, because you could just stand and snipe him in the other end of the map. No, they actually go in a straight line, all of the bullets. So you actually take as much damage as if you were like up close to him, like standing in front of his minigun, which like kills you in 0.2 seconds if you're just a normal class. Of course we tried to vote kick him, but first of all we couldn't because we were not on his team. But we got some of the other team, even in Valve, so that was very difficult because people like are either oblivious, want to win and want to have him on their team, or like don't read the chat. But finally we got one to help us kick him, and as soon as he was kicked, he automatically joined again, because it doesn't actually ban you from the server. You can just rejoin instantly again, so we just rejoined. He even changed name to Viking for a couple of seconds while he was being kicked, to make it harder to kick him, because there are two similar names, or actually the exact two names in the kickbox. The kickbox. Either way, what we did, like we saw that there was nothing to do. We couldn't kick him. There was no possibility to make him leave the server forcefully. So what we did was we tried to counter him, like to counter the overpoweredness of his minigun, because he's not invisible. Like, you can still kill him. He has a finite amount of HP, even though he like had 5 medics lanced up on top of him. It was possible to kill him. So what we tried out first was a sniper with the Darwin's danger shield and a vaccinator to like take the bullet damage a lot down. But we found that it made excuse me, it made Viking, who was sniping, it made him like flinch so much because of all the bullets hitting him, so that didn't work. And what we ended up with was a heavy with the Dolichos bar and the Fist of Steel, which are not too important, but with a regular minigun, and then the vaccinator. And what we did was, our spray is of course the normal spray, which is not like this overpowered that does the same damage, like with no damage drop off and no bullet spread. We of course have damage fall off and bullet spread, so we wanted to minimize the advantage you could get that way, and the only way we could do that is if we were both at point blank range. Then the only thing that's different is the fact that he has like impossible tracking, like robot tracking. But that's not a huge, like, it's not very difficult to aim like in close quarters, so he would just have a minor advantage. And then of course the medics that were on him. So we went with the vaccinator, and we found that 2 vaccinator charges and like a close-up, like point blank attack on him would be sufficient to kill him. And we actually ended up dominating him because we used the tactic. It was very effective, and he ended up leaving the server. Like, he just didn't have fun. We ruined the fun for him, and we could continue playing. Of course we could have left the server, but we saw it as a challenge, and it was actually like quite fun to try and counter this. So I just wanted to share this experience with you guys. It was like, I'm really happy in the team I'm in. with Viking and stuff, and we like get in Mumble and we do some stuff in pubs, or we play some MG, some MGE, or like we do whatever, play some lobbies. It's a really good team and we're really progressing, so I'm happy that I'm in the team and we can also like have fun outside the team and be like good friends, because there's a lot of teams where they might play good but the team synergy is not very good. They're like not the best of friends, of course they're friends, but like they don't do stuff outside of comp team, so I'm happy that I can do that with my team. So I hope you enjoyed this video and I'll be off now. Goodbye.